Chucky thought
Yes, sir.
they saw a glimpse of a cart with a horse, but not much more. But then you all started making your way to Ephylos. It it's a decent chunk of the day there where you're all just traveling, but it is several hours in between them. At the beginning of the travel, you all did take a short rest, about an hour or so away from the town of Ruiner, which is where the mysterious event occurred. Because you all did not trust the town, thus did not want to sleep in it. Beyond that, you've all gone and traveled on, and it reaches about 5 o'clock the following day, where you all have reached the town of Ephylos. As you see it coming over the horizon, several towers seem to peek up above the forest line there. The foot traffic does seem to get a bit more denser around the parts as you all make your way towards Phylos. You see many more fantastical races along the path here. Lots of goblins, fairy folk, elves, things of the like, traveling along this route. What would you all like to do as you travel to Ephylos?
Jingle's carrying the sign he stole.
Carrying what?
The sign he stole.
Oh, right. Yes. CRHYTT's just like sort of walking beside him like an embarrassed mother,
gone.
just like. Wait, what? What do you mean Jingle's gone?
Look at the map.
Sorry, I can barely hear you. There's like some audio.
Look at the map.
Oh.
Oh, look at the map. Hold up.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry.
In Foundry.
Oh, I'm not streaming the Foundry thing.
Yeah, fair. This is just a map for everyone to sit on and roll their dice. If you want something to do, you could fidget with your character.
So these aren't the actual buildings near us?
These aren't the actual buildings. This is currently just like a mock-up while everything goes on through. We're not actually like streaming this map. This isn't exactly what you see. This is more like just a hub for you to roll on.
Okay.
Right, okay. So CRHYTT's like just standing, like walking beside Jingle like an embarrassed like and just like hand in face, and just every once in a while looking at the theft incident.
So you do see that it looks like Jingle somewhere along the route has obtained the sign off a building, like the dangling sign that would have been used for one of these businesses within town.
DM help, I got my token stuck under the wolf.
You can use the arrow pad, the arrows to direct your character.
That is fun. Who is this?
That's
That's
Susanna.
Susanna.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, do you guys want to do something, or shall I say what CRHYTT wants to do?
Jingle is looking for more shiny.
All right. Chucky.
Alrighty, ALISTAIR, what do you want to do?
Then I'm just gonna chill with CRHYTT. Follow him wherever he does.
Alrighty. Are you looking for anything in particular? Or are you just going to travel?
I'm just trying to travel now. I already got. Oh, well, I do go up to CRHYTT, and then I'll talk to him. Hey CRHYTT.
Huh? Yes.
So you know how I was in the market yesterday talking to that one guy?
No, but go on.
Okay, well, I
CRHYTT
came up
wasn't
to this guy
around
and...
at that point, mind you. He went off to the stables.
Alright, he doesn't know that. Well, I came up to this guy and came to the market and I stole something from him.
What? Why?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was cool.
Okay. And why? Like, is this important? Is it magical? Is it?
I don't know. That's why I was coming to you for you could maybe. You seem like a magical person. Maybe you could check if it's magical.
CRHYTT like scoffs. Do I seem like a magical person? I'm a cast detect magic.
You learned there's magic in the area.
Oh no.
Are you going to spend time to identify if this is magical? You can make an Arcana check to identify if this is magical.
What
Detect
was the
magic
thing
just
I
tells you
stole?
if there is magic in the area.
Right. Okay.
I
so
stole
now-
the ring, right?
It's the bracelet. The
Oh, it's a
bracelet.
bracelet.
Okay. I
Yeah,
will then do.
I'll take it out.
I'll do
I'll
an
take out the
Arcana
bracelet.
and check instead. Then. So where do I find the checks? What do you?
There should be a page labeled skills.
There it is.
Speaking of which, I don't think I've chosen everyone's proficiencies. Yeah, proficiencies.
Initiative. No, that's the
Let me-
initiative.
Let me double check, making sure yours is up to date. Yours is. You're not proficient in Arcana.
Right. I can't find it. I'm dumb.
It should be in your proficiencies page. Arcana should be in the top right.
There it is. Untrained. Cast. Oh.
That's not bad.
An
A 19 is not bad.
18 on the die.
All right, let me see here. Yeah, you learned it is a bracelet of dashing.
Bracelet of dashing. These? Huh. Trying to move quick, are we? I'm sure they may want that back, but I'm not sure if they're willing to send someone to get us about it, so you should be fine. Also, I hope what you said was a joke.
About what?
You seem like a magical person.
Yeah, a joke. Totally.
I'm quite literally made of this stuff. What do you think?
Well, I don't know you that well yet. Not
Wait.
fully.
I thought it was obvious. You know,
I don't know. Maybe you could just be using magical items to do all those stuff.
he just like looks at his hand, the very 2D looking body. You know what? Sure. Okay. So it's a bracelet of dashing. I don't know what that does.
Well, it sounds like it makes me faster. Or makes me look good looking.
Well, it has a lot of work to do to fix that problem. Anyway, shall
Fucking roasted by the goblin.
I need to look for someone about this mask. So, unless this is able to get us to dash to someone that can help, all they also need to do other than that is make sure this avian doesn't get into trouble, which is a
The avian is
task.
currently looking all around for shiny things and pulls out the little glass ball thing that I don't remember if he stole it or CRHYTT gifted it to him.
CRHYTT gifted the orb, the constellation orb.
But does it say anything to him? As he's looking around, I rolled a 24 perception.
I'm gonna be rolling a few blind checks for you. It's the equivalent of like a passive perception, but via like secret rolls. Huh. Someone leave.
Oh,
yeah.
it's weird.
But while
Alright.
this is happening, CRHYTT just looks at ALISTAIR and it's just like, I do not call it on dealing with them. That's your business.
By the way, the orb
Not
we
it.
decided was the stone of encouragement. Or wait, was that the skull?
Uh,
No, it's the skull. Jingle pulls out. What did I name him?
Steve.
Steve pulls out Steve.
Oh,
And
no.
with
I'm reading the Stone of Encouragement again.
The Steve of encouragement.
As you're holding the stone and you're just sort of like looking around, those two are sort of off to the side chatting amongst themselves. Your eyes almost catch the inside glimmer of a nearby building. You could tell it is a tavern, and inside you can see there seems to be a lot of like illustrious like outfits, foods, lots of very, very shiny things within that tavern.
Jingle looks to it, looks to CRHYTT, and looks to the skull to make the
The-
final decision.
The skull
From-
looks back at you.
From the
Do it.
stone from the stone of encouragement, Jingle puts the skull away and is gonna. He's not like crouching down, like crawling in there stealth. He's like.
He's
How do I
doing the GTA stealth thing where he barely lowers down.
No, what I mean is like he's being stealthy, but like he's not. He's using his like size and the thing that people won't much look down or notice it, like quickly going through people,
Like a hidden in plain
Gotcha,
sight
gotcha.
sort
going
of
up
thing.
against walls. That kind. He's being a
Gotcha.
little guy.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna roll stealth. Don't I get a circumstance one? Let me see. My things.
Did it roll?
No, I'm looking at my other things.
Ah.
When you attempt a stealth check to avoid notice while following a specific while following a specific target, just checking quick.
You're good.
Nope, but when I try to steal something, I will get a boost. Okay, stealth time.
Let's go.
32. That's a net.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, it be like that. Okay. Alright.
Suddenly, Jingle's gone. You just like. I
Not
imagine there's
it.
some people going into that tavern, like there's someone with like a long dress. Suddenly, Jingle
Yeah.
ducks under it and goes through inside.
Hey, yo.
Alright. So, CRHYTT and ALISTAIR,
Yeah.
you two are sort of chatting amongst yourselves. It takes a while for like you to identify the bracelet, but after a bit, you're able to identify it. And do you hand it back to him?
I assumed he just held it and I was staring at it, but yeah, I'll give it back. Also, before I go into the tavern, not realizing Jingle's there, mind you, I think he doesn't even realize Jingle's gone yet. Do you still have the list of things about CRHYTT, or should I send it to you? Because I'd like a check.
We need to pin it.
Oh,
Oh, DM,
We need to have it pinned in our chats.
I finally bought that thing with Pathfinder 2e, so we can finally
Gotcha.
do that
Oh.
extra stuff that you have.
you're so cool and real for that, and I platonically love you for it. Platonically.
Oh, I forgot to add Gus in here. I'm gonna also do that real quick.
Gus. Gus.
Alright,
Can't forget about Gus.
so I'm going
Augustus.
to... I'm going to make a blind roll on my end here. Let me check
Right.
the character.
There we are. Should have been sent to you. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
pin that.
Oh. Can I just do this?
Hmm?
I'm trying to see if this works. No.
Where is Gus in the foundry?
Yeah, let me go ahead and add that for you.
Where's my boy?
Yeah, I need
My
to
boy.
add him.
I need my boy, my precious
I assume
boy.
Gus is just hanging out with the wolves, and I keep forgetting her name.
Susanna.
Alright.
Susanna.
Taking a look around. Du-du-du.
Mm-hmm.
Not ultimately having a look around here. You don't actually see anything along those lines. It does seem to be a fairly clear street, but obviously it is very, very busy at a point like this. It is a bit into, like, midday, I will say, so it is particularly busy at this correct moment. So you're not able to get, like, a good view of the entire street, but from what you're able to see, not really seeing anything that might set off any alarms.
Right.
Check it here.
Wait, were you talking to me? I was starting to phase out. I apologize. My brain was.
You're good, man. Yeah.
I heard like nothing's raising any alarms. That's when it phased back into reality. I apologize.
You're all good.
Like,
Yeah, you didn't... Nothing here was, like, catching any alarms or anything along those lines. It is a fairly, like, tame point at this current moment that
Right.
you can tell.
Lovely. In which case, CRHYTT is going to walk in. He's going to walk in. Alright, so I'm gonna ask someone in the tavern for some directions to this masquerade thing. Now, what I want you and Jingle to do is to just maybe not listen to anything I say in the next few minutes. And where did he go?
Yeah, as you say jingle, you turn around to where you last saw him.
And it's just
Not
like,
there.
it's just like the outline where it just blinks.
With that nat 20, you don't see anything.
I'm going into the tavern. If he's not in there, I'm going to scream. I'm not finding him. Okay, maybe I'll find him, but I won't be happy about it. And he goes in.
What does Jingle and now CRHYTT see now that in the tavern?
Yeah.
Alright, as you head into the tavern is a very elegant building here. You see nearly every single section is either lined with some sort of precious metal, whether it be all the mugs, which seem to be lined with this almost like silver-like material. Every plate around the trim seems to be lined with a beautiful thin sheet of gold. Beautiful, beautiful adorned building here. Everyone inside is well dressed, well maintained, and the building and all of its inhabitants pretty much perfectly fit the term elegant.
Which is not.
Standing
how to
behind the
describe
counter
that.
is a roughly 8 feet tall figure, standing there just forearm polishing each glass. They look up, catch the bard, but they can tell that the bard doesn't want to be noticed, so they don't tend to that. But they do look at the goblin who strolls in.
Wait, they
Ah!
managed to see Jingle?
Huh?
They managed to see Jingle?
That would be correct.
Okay. Because Jingle is still being sneaky.
Yep, I figured.
Alright.
Oh.
Welcome to the Feywilds.
Oh, shit.
Is it pretty packed in here?
It is a fairly packed building, yeah. There is roughly about, like, 20, 25 people around.
Okie dokie, I say as I'm rubbing my hands sneakily.
Alright, also for you, Gus is now in Foundry.
Wonderful.
So cool.
Jingle is gonna be just slicking and sliding around the room, stealing anything he can that's shiny. Not going for like big steals, but just an earring there, a piece of like a goblet that's jeweled there. Well, I'm not going for like with this thievery check, not going for like succeed or fail. Like the higher I get, I'd say the more I get. Would that work?
Alrighty, I'm fine with that.
Awesome. And let me look at my thing because I actually subtle theft. When you successfully
gives
steal
people-
something, -2 circumstance penalty to their perception DCs.
Mm-hmm.
I could create a diversion, but what is my
Diversion is going to be deception, so you would have to like sort of out yourself.
Well,
Jingle.
yes.
Just to ensure that, you know, because I'm just thinking a little bit ahead. The only person who's seen you is that bartender, correct?
Yep.
So, but that bartender has also taken a particular notice to CRHYTT. So maybe if Trashy says this is right, the bartender is going to just not look at Jingle, so you don't need, because unless you need
Sorry.
to.
Everyone still has like passive and everything.
Right.
They could still notice them passively.
What I was thinking as a diversion is maybe he like there's a waiter walking. Like, could I use for a diversion instead of the deception? Maybe a dex check of some kind. And what I'm intending to do, like, let's say there's a waiter walking by with a thing, like a tray full of drinks, and Jingle just kind of trips him.
Oh.
Yeah, that could work.
I do acrobatic.
It doesn't even happen on purpose. Like Jingle just forgets his legs sticking out, and
Jingle just runs between his legs.
yeah, just like saw a coin drop, and that's all.
Trip is commonly athletics. If you'd like, you try and make an athletics, or how are you going to try and trip him acrobatically?
I mean, quickly untie his shoes.
All right. One more time. What was the stealth roll you made? That was a 32. Yeah, that was a 32 in total. Cool.
Christ.
Yes.
Jingle is great.
That 20. Notice. Like there are some massive checks you could make at high levels. So even if you could still fail on a nat 20, but a nat 20 will increase your like rate of success. So if you fail, you will still get a success.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's still really fucking high. I am going to if you want to try that, it will be a small bit of time, but I will allow you to make a thievery check to try and tie this dude's shoelaces together.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it'd be sleight of hand with it, no?
There's no sleight of hand, it is now thievery.
Oh, right. Okay, then I must have read it wrong.
26.
26. That's yeah. Jingle is good at the few things he does. And eventually that will be everything.
Okay, what I'm assuming actually happens is Jingle like goes and shoots in between his legs. His foot gets stuck on one of the loops in the laces, and he pulls, and it just like unties the guy's shoe.
Like this is all just accidents, but Jingle's really good at making certain accidents.
Also, for reference, Jingle, I did add your lore skill for your goblin home. I didn't know what it would be like named, or if you wanted to like name your own goblin homestead.
Goblin?
It's in your proficiencies. It's lore skills, and then one of them is goblin home, because I put that down. So anything you recall, you can roll for goblin home, and it will have a lower DC.
Oh, wonderful. Now, the distraction... CRHYTT comes in, gets noticed by this bartender, then suddenly crash over in another direction.
I am going to make a flat luck check to see how the tripping here goes off. Flat check, luck, okay. Okay, that's not bad.
How?
Jingle has snuck in, and he's sort of hopping in between, like, underneath table, from chair to chair. Master at his skill here, because he's, with his size, it just makes him easy to move about this place.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of maneuver your way around to the other side of the bar, where a new waiter has come out to try and serve some tables. All of the waiters almost seem to be like an exact same duplicate of the same person.
Neat. Jingle is small. He can't see their faces.
So you're just running up to this guy, who has currently stopped, going to the person next to them, serves a drink. During this time, you have gone over, scurried over, and quickly undone the shoes. Are you like tying them together, or are you just undoing the shoelaces?
Like I said, it's an accident. He's running around like getting like a look at this place, and he's going through many different people, in between many different people's legs, running by them. Runs by this guy. He gets his foot caught in the shoelace. The guy didn't tie his shoelaces too well. They untie, and he takes a step and falls.
Look, they were
lovely.
They were foolproof laces, not jingle-proof. There's a difference.
So now there's just a mess within like a small section of it as everyone's like looking over. You are now concealed for the current moment as no one's really paying attention to the small little bird. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and plop the hidden condition on you. Because that's pretty much what you're given at this point.
Yeah. Creek looks at the mess, like just turns his head to see the situation, just thinks, I believe I found Jingle. And then turns back to the housekeeper, the butler, that said to him. the guy that first spotted Jingle.
He turns, looks over at the mess, then turns back over to you, CRHYTT.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my lovely town. How can I help you? Ignore the mess. As he waves his hand, and you see a pair of magical, like, floating gloves appear out of thin air, go over, help the dude up, and pick up the mess.
Right. Creek kind of... His ears kind of droop a little bit in a crying, like a squint, a squint for the ears, and then just remains his focus on the man. Actually, I would like a couple questions. Do you have somewhere private? No tricks or anything. Trust.
I'm right there with them.
Alrighty, so you've stepped in with him. You also see the same scene here. Looking about, it's just a very elegant building, and then there's the mess within the one section that everyone has sort of drawn their attention to.
Now it's my time.
Quite messy.
Yeah. So?
Alright, well, luckily I do have a place I can go ahead and swing us by. You got watch, alright? And he turns over, and you see there's like an exact duplicate of him standing next to him now. Almost seemed to appear out of nowhere. Yeah, I got watch, don't mind me. Ta-ta. And so, follow the other one, the one that you were initially speaking with, guides you around the bar, and leads you into the back of the tavern.
Ephylos seems to never change and always be different at the same time.
You said you follow ALISTAIR?
Yes.
Alrighty. You both head into the back. He guides you down one hallway. You could see if you kept going, it would have led into the kitchen. To the left, there would be a closed door. You're not knowing what might be in there, but he leads you to a door on the right, which leads into a small little office here. He steps around to the back, sits down in the chair here, snaps his fingers, and two chairs appear on the other side of the desk from him. Take a seat.
Crete leans on the back of the chair, like kind of like arms over the backrest.
Each chair is made to be like the size of your own representative character. So
like perfect custom made, and he doesn't even sit in it because it's just Crete. And as he puts his arms over it, he brings out the mask to hold in one hand. So I am a courier. Have you heard of anything called the Masquerade? Masquerade? He's trying to be just a little bit dim-witted to not seem too sus. Not to the point of utter bluff, but just that light. You know the stuff you do when you try to act a little bit oblivious and you just don't know how to say so you pretend not to say the word.
yeah.
Literally.
The Masquerade.
Yes.
Why exactly are you looking for such a thing?
Oh, simple. This little trinket here was apparently meant to go there, and I'm getting some money to get it there, but I don't know where there is, if you know what I mean. I've been told it's in Ephylos, but that's a big place, and gotta do some looking around.
I would like for you to... You're not, like, outright lying.
I
But
mean,
you are
he was
definitely... You are tiptoeing around the subject. I will let it be your choice of deception or diplomacy for you to try and, like, roll.
I will make my roll. I will try and do it the silent method. That's control and then click, isn't it?
I believe so. If anything, you can roll, and whenever it pops up, you can click just not blind DM, but there should be a separate one for private GM roll.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Alright, whenever you roll, it should pull up the page there. Where it says public roll, click on that.
Okay. Oh no, yeah. I now have it as blind GM. There we are.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, in a sense like that, not commonly you have people trying to hire others into such not dangerous, but sort of diplomatically advantaged positions. Who would be your employer?
Directly or the one at the top? Because I don't remember the guy with the real contract, but I know the name of the person who told me to take it.
And who would that be?
Crete kind of quickly gestures to Chucky to just like a lip sealed moment. Yeah, like you keep your mouth shut.
Are you trying to do this like secretively?
Well, just trying to tell him you don't let words slip out of this room, you know. Because like he's told about the sage, but he tries to keep the sage within the group.
DM.
Yep.
Would I be able to do that thievery check to see how I do at stealing
I'm sorry.
things?
Yes, of course, I apologize.
Yeah, go right ahead. Because this can happen while the conversation goes on.
Yeah, the crash happened, they went into the back, and now people, they're cleaning up the mess. Jingle just swoops on by. So would the distraction give me a circumstance bonus at all?
Let me see here. I'll give you a Let's see. Does your thing give you a status bonus or a circumstance bonus for those?
No, it. I don't much understand what it means for the bonus for creative. Oh wait, no, it won't end my so because I did that, I will remain undetected, no matter how well I do.
Yeah, and everyone else, whenever you do steal, they take a -2 circumstance penalty to
Yeah.
their perception to detect it. So
Yeah,
everyone else
so-
has like a lower DC to
And
find out you stole.
And also, I'm still undetected because there's noticing that someone tried to steal their thing, and
Yep.
noticing the person that stole it.
Yep.
Let's go dice. 11 plus 12, 23.
Oh, that's good.
Nice. I will a few things.
And I'm using a
on-
hero point.
Gasp.
Wait, does a hero point I roll an additional dice or is it a reroll?
It's a reroll.
Do I have to use that one if it's lower?
With a hero point, you choose whichever one you want to use.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna use the hero point for this. How do I get rid of? I don't know how to get rid of the hero point. I accidentally just added two
You
more.
right click. You right click, and it
Okay,
removes it.
Here we go. That one's better,
29. Definitely better. All right. Lovely, lovely. So I'll go ahead and make a few rolls to find out what all you find. I'm gonna grab some physical dice for that. All right. Now, back over to. Yeah, I roll to see what all you find. Are you just grabbing whatever you can?
Yeah, like I mentioned, like not going for like big, huge things. Like, oh, you notice a massive fucking gold ball. No, like rings, earrings, fucking necklaces, gold, like fancy cups and goblets, even plates for anything.
Alrighty.
Just grabbing little things.
Alright. Yeah, I have a few dice over here I'm gonna roll. I'll roll and find out what you get while I go ahead and finish up the conversation. So all of this will get tied back in.
Our conversation. Or
Speaking of which, CRHYTT, I will say, your entreat the forebearers does apply to this conversation.
I actually don't know what that does fully. Let me take a look. I didn't have time to properly read it.
You're good.
Something about your presence causes creatures to your blender to recognize you as one of their own, and you become inured to their tricks. Plus one, circumstance diplomacy, such intimidation checks when attracted to creatures that goes to your bloodline. And plus one, circumstance perception savings against such creatures. Oh, alright. Yes, of course. Okay. Is that like passive, or does it cost something?
Yeah, that's passive. You can, like, apply it. You have to whenever you roll, like, a deception, diplomacy, or intimidation.
Right, okay. So was that applied when doing the roll?
I did it. I didn't believe you had it, so...
Yeah, it wouldn't give me
Add
the
plus
option
one.
because I didn't target a Fae. Right.
It shouldn't apply. It should just appear whenever you make a roll for it. So if you were to like try and roll deception, it'll pop up there. Entreat with forebearers.
Alright, I didn't see it. Intrusively.
It's gonna be right below the modifier. It's gonna be in your modifiers.
Right.
So
Yeah, so he looks to... Wait, are you still doing the jingle, or we...
I'm gonna like roll dice for Jingle while we do your thing.
Oh, okay. So after telling the Chucky that little keep this between us thing, he goes, "Have you heard of someone called the Sage?"
No.
He was asking the Fae, dude.
Oh.
You already told
I
Alistair about
mean
this thing.
he's right. He's right.
I mean, yeah,
He's
true.
he's not wrong.
I mean, they were just talking about it last session. Fair enough. Yeah,
Lovely.
just like, I can imagine, just leans in, very dark tone. Do you know someone called the Sage? Now, just turns around, see Chucky just scratching his head. I don't know.
Alright, let me check your sheet, Creed.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, alright. You see you see the slightest glimpse of recognition. It's not like almost as if he's holding something back in here, but you can't tell what it would be or what it might be.
He makes like the slightest narrowing of his eyes, like an equal tell.
Well, I mean, there are many people out there of great sage stature. Inherently, that could apply to a number of people.
True.
But in a sense like this, trying to access the Masquerade, you'd think they would provide you a map if someone like that would have been the case. Alrighty, well, I will provide you the information you seek. As
Okay.
long as you heed my warnings.
I'm listening.
The place you aim to go is one of not so grand characters as they may portray. In a sense such as the Masquerade, you must not partake in the dance, the food, or the revelry.
I like dancing.
Get in and get out.
I'm sorry. It's just the look.
Does Chucky chime in and say that?
Yeah.
ALISTAIR chiming in. Well, even if you do like it. Even if you do like it, partaking in it can mean several things.
Why?
Why would I provide such information? Anyway,
'Cause
what you're looking
generous
for is
person.
to head out the most southeastern exit, and you must take exactly this route as he sets down a small envelope in front of you.
He takes it and then.
Do not open it.
hmm.
Not until you're there. You will feel you're there. You won't know you're there, but you will know you're there.
What?
Alright, that's it. Claps his hands. I need both of you to make me a will save.
Right. We're getting teleported. Memory's getting zapped from us because of his poo poo pee pee magic. As it was my will. I can't. Where's
Will's
my
on the
will?
left-hand side.
There it is. Yep. 4 bearers.
23.
23 and a 26. You both find yourself outside the door.
The door to the tavern or the door to the office?
The door to that room. The door is now closed. It wasn't previously, and you hear. Well, everything else seems to be normal.
So you can open the letter?
Did you not listen to what he said?
Yeah.
What did he say?
To open the letter whenever you feel right.
No.
watch open the letter when you are there but not there, but you know that you're there.
Don't open the letter until you're there.
But he also said you won't know that you're there, but you'll feel that you're there, but you are there.
Do you feel like you're there?
Do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Alistair's a little silly today, isn't he? He's like a little stupid. I love him.
Alistair's not the master of intelligence. He's the master of charisma. There's a different thing.
Absolutely, without question. Right. That's the case.
Jingle, are you still with us?
Jingle's muted. So, oh, yes, Jingle's here.
Jingle, you have successfully snuck around and just sort of gathered things. Are you like just grabbing mindlessly, not looking, just gonna look over it
Is it
afterwards?
shiny? Then you grab.
There are many shinies, but I need to know the answer on if you're going to inspect it there or are you going to inspect it later.
Like, he'll grab something, look at it. If he doesn't like it, he'll throw it in a random direction.
Alright, that changes my rolls then.
Why?
Because if you're mindlessly grabbing, that will imply one thing, but if you're inspecting it, that's gonna be some more quality. Okay, that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Okay, you come out, as you're sort of going through, you have collected 3 bags, all with like a very nice gilded outlining, very shiny, out of just like what you can reach and grab as you go from like table to table. Sneaking on through, you also find 1 anklet,
Okay.
just sort of popping it off this one person. As you take it off, you see the legs seem to shift from like a normal leg into that of a bard leg, but the other leg is perfectly normal.
Wait, it turns into a bird leg?
Yes, like it keeps the same size, same mass, it just changes from that of like a more humanoid leg to a bird leg.
Does the other leg have an anklet?
The other leg does not have an anklet, but it does
Okay.
have a special boot on it.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
Going through, you're sort of just... You see there are like some nice fine cuffs. You pop those off, and you see their hands go from normal hands into like gorilla hands. Both of them, mind you. One, like you're able to pop off a pair of like cuffs from both of them from underneath the table. Because
I imagine as Jingle is going all throughout the building doing this, I imagine as he does, just chaos begins to reign as he...
yeah, as those two step out of the as those two are teleported out of the room, and as you just left that guy, and you can see someone has an orb dangling from their side. You make your way over, and just in time to grab the orb, as you hear from behind you, probably the dude whose hand turned into gorilla hands. Who the hell stole my ghost? As you turn around and you see the table is then flipped. As you step out, you are teleported outside the room, and you also hear this.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jingle keeps going.
It wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you, it was a certain bird. CRHYTT like runs through like into the main room and like locks eyes on one of the duplicate people. Okay, I own that bird. Can you help me
They
get him
don't
out
know
of here?
anything about Jingle. It was only the bartender that
He's assuming he does.
You don't see the duplicate guy. You see the bartender there.
I thought they were all duplicates of each other.
There were like faceless clones of one dude, and then there was a clone of the bartender there, which was like slightly grayer than the normal guy.
Right.
And now
okay.
the normal guy is there.
I thought they were all just clones of each other. Right.
No. The waiters are not clones of the bartender. The waiters are just like the same dude.
Like he was going for like panic control mode,
Triplets
like
times.
assuming everything that can go wrong has gone wrong.
So I have gotten some gilded bags,
no.
an anklet, some cups.
You
and an
cup,
orb.
and you just grabbed an orb at this point. Yeah, he turns to look over at you two. Yeah, can you get your boat out of here?
We'll try.
Is there a chimney in this? Or is there like a fireplace?
Jingle.
Not that you can immediately see. You do see there are several windows outside of the building, but there's not anything like a fireplace.
Nothing I can climb up. Okay. Are there any open windows?
There's an open window leading to a side alley you can see, but it is in between. But it is on the other side of the gorilla owned man.
I think we're gonna go behind the block.
Alright. The bartender looks down at you, looks back up at CRHYTT.
He just shrugs.
Hey, can you please get rid of our bird? Looks down and sees the equivalent of a toddler, like just looking up at him. Probably Jingle was grabbing like what looks like one of those like really fancy alcohol bottles where like they put like fake gold on it and like it's all
Yeah.
the shinies. Yeah, he's probably going for one of those. Notices the guy and just keeps kind of like pulling at it, but it's too heavy for him.
CRHYTT just shrugs. He's a rare breed.
Can you get him?
I'm going to try. And he just starts running towards Jingle.
I'm just watching. I'm just watching.
Avian,
What
Avian,
is
get
there
out
any?
here.
Is there an exit behind the bar?
Behind the bar, there is the opening going down into the kitchen, but it's beyond CRHYTT and ALISTAIR. Beyond that, there is a window on the other side of the bartender,
Jingle
which
looks
is
like-
currently closed.
And
Jingle's
this is
being
where the plan
cornered.
comes all together. This
Oh,
is where
no.
Gus is at the window and opens it.
For fuck's
Please.
sake. And when did you
Uh,
teach him to do that?
I will allow you to make me a nature check with a -2 circumstance penalty
Okie dokie.
to see if you can telepathically connect with your
I
pig.
just,
With
I
your
actually
big
just
Gus.
imagine it's like just before this. All right, things get bad. Open the window. And Jingle runs it.
How does he know
Alrighty,
if things
let's-
get bad?
Oh, and I
Loud
forgot
noise.
the -2, but that's a 23.
Go to
That is
the-
a 23. Alright.
Would that would that pass?
Alright.
Oh, it's
Alrighty. Gus is able to walk up. He's sort of like looking at all of them, and it takes a moment for him to register. But you do see the window start to slowly nudge on the window beyond the bartender. Start to slowly nudge open.
His arms
Jingle
just like fall to his side. He just
Jingle will
stares at Jingle.
climb up and go out the window.
Oh, are you climbing on top of the bar, or are you climbing on top of the bartender?
Do I sense that this? Does Jingle sense this man has power or nah?
He does have power.
Do I sense this? Or does Jingle realize that's probably a bad idea?
Oh, what is your reflex DC, Jingle?
My reflex DC. I forget how to check my.
It's
my
10
DC.
plus. It's gonna be 10 plus your reflex.
Oh, 22.
Yeah, that's how all DC is. It's just 10 plus whatever it is.
Okay. Well, Jingle will just climb up the bar and jump out.
You climb up the bar. You have to run right by him. He's reaching out to try and grab you.
Ah! Is there anything I can do to help prevent this? What is a spike snare? What is this I have? I have a snare for some reason.
It was one of the things you chose initially. It's like a trap you could set.
Okay.
If you ever want to trade that out for something, I'm completely fine with that. But yeah. I will, to try and, like, oppose the grapple, I will allow you to try and use your uncanny dodge reaction. Nimble
Oh.
dodge.
Nimble. Where is?
Because it
that?
does increase your AC, but I can see it working for this. Because
Yeah, my
technically a
nimble
grapple is an attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my nimble dodge reaction. Just I'd say how he does it is he kind of whips off his scarf and kind of waves it around to just kind of like, I don't know. I'm bad with words. I'm sorry. Like it's like a sudden thing to surprise him or like make it harder for him to try to grab him. But that's how I'm doing my nimble dodge.
Fair, yeah. Yeah, he sort of wraps all four arms around.
Also, wait, no, that's for if I'm trying to reach someone. I was looking at reactive pursuit.
Ah. Alright. Well, he tries to grab you, but his arms reach out and grab the air. As you sort of make your way to the window. You have to stop for a moment and open it, as Gus was only able to open it slightly.
I think he just kind of jumps into it and lets the hinges do the work. Unless it opens, it doesn't open.
It's like one of the pull-up windows.
Oh, okay. Jingle does it then slips through.
Slipping on through. He's going to turn around and look at CRHYTT and ALISTAIR.
He's making that like expression that his head in his hands is like absolutely fucking done with everything, and he doesn't even know how to respond.
Snaps his fingers, and you both appear outside the tavern.
You know
Jingle
what?
is sitting next to Gus. Gus now has the.
Can I have?
Was there any? How? Wait, the anklet. No, the anklet is now around Gus's foot. And Jingle's eating some seeds.
Can I have one dang moment? Peace in a tavern with this beast.
You should probably get him a leash.
We're gonna
Also,
get
you should be able to
banned.
control Gus in the app now.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna get banned off every single tavern on the damn plane.
Jingle thinks for a moment, digs in his bag, and hands CRHYTT the sign.
If you give me that sign, I'm gonna beat you over the head with it.
He doesn't seem to understand.
You know what?
Friend.
No.
He
Jingle.
holds out one of the cuffs to CRHYTT.
God. I hope to God we can sell these for some shinies. My aunt has my favor.
Jingle. So Gus has the anklet on his foot. Jingle has the other. Well, actually, he gives the other cuff to ALISTAIR as a gift. Jingle still has the orb and the shiny bags.
So there's how many cups?
Cuff.
Cuff. There's
Like-
only one cuff.
Yeah, no, like what is it? Trashy, what's it called? Like the things that keep the arms of your suit together. The
Yeah.
wrist
Cufflinks.
cuffs.
Cufflinks.
Cufflinks. He
Yeah,
got
I'm
two.
asking.
He hands one to each of you.
Oh, okay.
Jingle
Creek.
has the thing around his ankle, or not Jingle. Gus has the thing around his ankle. It was a gift, and Jingle has the orbs and the shiny bags.
Creek's gonna wear the cufflink. Just like solemnly accepts his fate and looks at the cufflink.
Well.
Alright. Well, now after all that, what do you all want to do?
What's
Well,
the next tavern?
No.
Is there any weapon shops?
You can certainly go and look around for one.
Don't worry,
Creek's,
most weapons are too big for Jingle, and he has weapons.
Creek's gonna look at his map and he's gonna be like, does the map still make sense in this area? Because if it doesn't, he'll need a new map for that southeastern exit.
Oh, yeah, no, it still makes sense.
Right. So it was just that one shop that was in the Fey Plane.
Technically, the entire town is a part of the Fey Plane, but it's not directly there.
Right. It's like built within a crossroad.
Sorta, yeah.
Right. Okay, I get you. I get you. It's like the Eye of Terror, 40k. I see. Okay, so southeastern exit. We're gonna need to prepare something. Chucky.
ALISTAIR.
Name's ALISTAIR.
I'm gonna kill someone. Alright, hold up, give me a moment, let me get back into character. Flick the hair back. Mic check. ALISTAIR. Yes!
What's up?
ALISTAIR. Please
Yes.
keep
Yes.
an eye on Jingle. I'm going to explode if that goblin, and he uses like air quotes, physical air quotes, if that goblin messes up another thing. Because then I'm not gonna get paid, and I want to eat.
I don't think Jingle likes me.
What do you mean? He likes
Jingle.
everyone.
Jingle is blankly staring, though he's whispering to Gus.
He
What's
likes
he
ev-
whispering to Gus?
Wondering for food around here.
And Jingle hops up on Gus, and they're gonna search for like home gardens. Because
No,
there's definitely not any scarecrows here. Jingle is scared of scarecrows, by the way.
Jingle, come back, Jingle. You know what? I wouldn't blame him. They are creepy ass things, to be honest.
He's literally a bird.
I know. like I do not blame the birds.
Alright. I'll just follow Jingle and Gus.
I will follow Jingle and Gus.
I'm gonna note, you were informed on, like, the basics of how to get there, CRHYTT.
I know. Though in fairness, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I can tell you guys what to do, and I don't want to split because it's like they're 1 and 2, so I can only really go where they go.
You can do
Probably,
what
you
want,
all
man.
go there.
I mean, well, if they want to go over and do those, I can't really say no.
Well, Jingle and Gus are currently hunting for like home, like alley gardens to steal food from.
Yeah, and ALISTAIR's following you guys, so I'll have to follow as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright.
So you're just going around and looking for various alrighty. Looking for various just like plants out in the open, just gardens.
No, like I mean, like in some apartment buildings, there have like
Oh my
Side
god,
alley
I'm going to
garden.
steal people's food.
like side alley
Yeah.
gardens with like.
Yeah, I get what you
that's I'm
mean.
looking for.
Should I tell him I have food?
Do you want to tell him you have food?
Jingle.
I was asking CRHYTT.
I think we should tell him. Jingle. Are you hungry?
Reh,
Do you want something to
looking
eat, Jingle?
Gus. Well, what have?
Something Gus would have.
What
Okay.
have?
Trashy, I have. Let me check.
I have rations.
Yes, I believe. What's my rations? I have a quantity of 2 rations. When did I lose all my rations?
I have 7.
How
no,
did
I have 2.
How did I lose all my rations? What the hell?
So you should have
7 uses. I have 2.
is it 2 there? Like we can give you more.
I'm currently trying to find the warden spell that I get that I'm trying to add.
I have a couple rations. Would there be something in there for a pig to eat, like an apple?
You add
or an-
spellcasting to your character.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
In fairness, they can eat anything, can't they? Like they normally eat stuff I can't say on Twitch.
Where I go? Wait, no, that's the wrong one. God damn.
What was this?
Alright, so you provide rations?
If they're willing to eat them, absolutely yes.
What is in the rations?
There should be apples and stuff. You know, somewhere. I tried like one thing and now
Does that work?
I don't know what means other than vroom vroom. I might keep it a $1.50. I do not know. His ass is clueless.
Right, for one, I can't figure out how to add gravity weapon to the spell thing I did. And two, what was the food again?
Like stuff that Gus can eat. Fruits and like apples and seeds.
Okay, they go for it.
I gotcha.
Amazing. So, no going from stealing from anyone else, okay? We can
Well, this is gnawing on some seeds. Gus is eating an apple.
we can trade shinies for food. That's what shinies are for. Food gives us the energy to find even more shinies. Do you understand? Please tell me you understand. I can't take that as a yes.
How do we roll just an intelligence check?
Critical fail.
I'm gonna roll a society check. We live in a society.
Oh no, it's the John.
You have gravity weapon now.
No.
That's a 4. No.
Oh,
Dingo's just eating some seeds.
no.
He's not the smartest guy, is he?
He's not. He did not the learning. He's not learning at all.
So, alright, looking at gravity weapon, you gain a status bonus to damage equal to twice the number of weapon damage dice. So would that be like...
It'd be 1 currently until you get striking on your weapon, which adds another weapon damage dice.
So yeah, it'd be... So like if I use that with my longbow, it would deal like 2d8?
On your first weapon strike each round, you gain a status bonus to damage equal to the number of weapon damage dice. So you would gain a +1 to damage. Whenever you get striking, which you're level 4, you can go out and get striking now. That would increase to 2, and if you had striking on it, striking itself would make it 2d8.
Oh, okay, alrighty.
Yeah, striking is just a rune you can go and get, which you can apply to your weapon, which will increase it.
Though Jingle would not have this. Technically, Jingle would not have this yet because
Yeah.
he still needs to be taken in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Jingle's just kind of eating and he's gonna follow the ruling.
Right.
Gotcha.
Are we ready? Alistair.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why I didn't immediately give you the, like... Did you get this spell through another route? I gave you Animal Companions, that way you could just use Gus as like a level 1 Ranger feat, unless you want to change that.
Oh yeah, that worked. Yeah, until we do more stuff.
Yeah. Alright,
Ranger
so...
dedication.
Okay, CRHYTT starts leading the gang. They're heading to the southeastern exit
Alright.
and walking along the directions.
Alright. You make your way down to the southeastern exit, and I'd say this is a good point to take a 15.
Thank God.
Oh, I thought we might have been getting towards the end because we're having a shorter session.
That's fair.
Were
Yeah,
those
short
actual-
session, but we're getting back into the hang of playing weekly.
Yeah.
Did you were those things that I stole actually magic items or? Am I gonna get
Until someone,
pets?
like, looks over them, who's to say? I'll go ahead and have them noted on down onto your character, though. Just
Okay.
that way
Oh,
we can just have that recorded.